transformation isn't random, it's elemental. The ancients called it alchemy, not just turning metal into gold, but understanding how everything in the universe transforms. Earth, air, fire, and water. They're four basic elements. They're not just ancient symbols. They are the operating system of reality, physical and non-physical, outer and inner. Everything moves through their cycle. Earth gives form. Fire ignites change. Water cleanses and renews. Air carries it forward. And when all four find balance, that's when something new is born. The alchemists had a saying, as above, so below, meaning the same forces that move mountains move us. We transform through the same pattern, through pressure, motion, release, and flow. This elemental dance happens everywhere, but in Costa Rica, it's just easier to notice. The earth breathes a little louder. So on this next part of our journey, we head inland to Buena Vista at Rincon de la Vieja Volcano Park to witness the elements in dialogue and to see how nature's alchemy mirrors our own. Everything begins here with matter itself, the raw, breathing earth.
Giant iguana right there.
Whoa, that's huge.
That's bigger than the ones we have near us.
The one we had ate half a burger.
At Buena Vista del Rincón, the Chorotega people share their ancestral knowledge, pottery and crafts dating back thousands of years, long before the first Europeans arrived here.
Only one place anymore in Costa Rica we get is clay. Because the place is like a mine, or clay mine.
Using clay harvested from nearby hills and stones crushed into pigments, they shaped bowls, vessels, and colorful painted pieces. Every tool, every stroke, comes from the land itself.
It's a piece of this. Okay, we name this in Costa Rica, my friends, Jícaro. Jicaro, Jícaro. My friend, the Jícaro hang the tree. And the tree, the color outside is green color. Okay, some people use this Jícaro to make maracas. Okay? Piece of this. I use this here, inside the piece.
Their work is labor-intensive, careful, and deeply connected to the earth. A dialogue between human hands and natural material. The Chorotega tradition is part of a living culture here in Guanacaste, coexisting with Spanish influences and preserved through generations. Watching them, you see not just objects being made, you see centuries of practice, adaptation, and care, carried forward one vessel at a time.
Thank you for coming today.
Nearby, tradition takes another form. The ox turns the wheel at El Trapiche, the sugar mill, pressing sugarcane into fresh juice. Here, ancestral techniques meet the demands of the present. The land asks for patience, endurance, and attention. And in that exchange, sweetness emerges from the present with the process. It's a reminder that Earth doesn't give its gifts without effort. and that labor and reward are intertwined. We took a scenic horseback ride in the jungle. The horses know the trail and move together naturally, calm, steady, and sure of their path. We don't steer, we simply follow. It's a simple experience, but it carries a bigger lesson. In our modern world, it's easy to get caught up in trying to control everything, to be the boss of every moment. Out here, following the horses, you realize how much easier life flows when you let go. Nature knows the way. The path unfolds at its own pace, taking you exactly where you need to be. Holding on too tightly, clinging to the illusion of control only gets in the way. Sometimes the wisest choice is to relax, trust, and move with the natural rhythm of life. From the grounded rhythm of the earth, we now step into the transformative forces of fire, the volcano itself. Rincon de la Vieja rises nearly 2,000 meters. Its slopes alive with hot springs, steam vents, and bubbling mud. The energy of the volcano can be felt throughout the surrounding park and along the trails below. Fire is the activator. It sets transformation in motion and burns away what no longer serves. It's not always visible to the eye. Sometimes it burns quietly underground. Yet, its effects are powerful. Fire fuels the entire cycle, giving energy to all the processes that follow. When we visited in July, Costa Rica was in its green season, the time when the rain returns after months of complete dryness. The jungle comes back to life, soaking in every drop like it's been waiting for this moment. You can almost feel the joy of the earth drinking deeply again. In that spirit of renewal, we found a natural water slide, built by locals using the rainwater they collect. At the top, a man controls the flow by hand, opening and closing the gate depending on how fast you want to go. The fastest ride is called Tsunami. Well, we chose medium speed though. The slide may look simple, but once you're in motion, there is no steering, only flow. You just have to let go and trust the ride. Maybe that's what water teaches best. To cleanse by surrender, to flow with what is, and to let joy do the purifying. The next part of our adventure starts with a climb. Hiking up the jungle trails, step by step. Every step is a reminder. Reaching new heights requires patience and trust in the process. Then comes the ride. That moment when your harness lifts you and the jungle spreads out below. The world stretches wide. Every tree, every leaf, every path becomes part of a larger picture. From here, the mundane recedes. You see life in its full scale, the interconnectedness of everything, the rhythms of nature, the patterns you can only sense from above. At Buena Vista del Rincón, The zipline course weaves through multiple levels, each line leading to the next. You transition from one line to another, gliding deeper into the jungle canopy, each segment offering a new angle and a new sense of scale. Flying along the lines, you surrender to the pull of gravity and the guidance of the cables. There's nothing to control, nothing to force. The air carries you above the jungle, the line supports you, and all you have to do is enjoy the ride and take in the view. Each drop is part of the journey, exhilarating, grounding, and liberating. Air teaches the same lesson as earth and water. Letting go is not a loss. It's the way to see clearly, to move freely, and to find joy in the ride itself. Trust the forces that carry you, and you learn to rise above the currents of daily life, keeping a wide perspective on challenges, routines, and what truly matters. Even after you've landed, the sense of freedom and clarity stays with you. For the last part of our visit to Buena Vista, we arrive at the final stage, integration and rebirth. Immersed in the mud baths and hot springs, you feel all the elements coming together. The earth itself acts as a furnace, holding the fire within, providing the space and the prima materia for transformation. The fire ignites the process, heating the water, which then cleanses and purifies. As the steam rises, it becomes a visible sign of air, spirit lifted, renewed, and freed. In these waters, you can feel the cycle of transformation in your own body and mind. Everything that no longer serves gently dissolves away. The warmth, the cleansing, the rising steam. It's a reminder that surrender is not passive, but a kind of active trust. Trusting the flow, letting go of control, and allowing life to carry you will always bring you where you need to be. And if you remember that feeling, even after leaving these springs, you carry that renewal with you. A quiet, vibrant energy that supports everything you do, guiding you to move with life rather than against it. As the waters cleanse and the steam rises, I think of my painting, Ojos en la Niebla. It captures the rainy season's energy, lush green mountains of the jungle draped in mist and clouds. Rivers and raindrops flowing through the scene. From the fog emerges the face of a jaguar spirit, glowing with its fiery orange energy. Earth, air, water, fire. All four elements alive here on the canvas, as in the world around us, reminding me that transformation is everywhere, in nature, in the elements, and in the quiet spaces where we surrender and let life flow. Next up, we take to the water in a completely different way. Snorkeling among Costa Rica's vibrant reefs, a hidden world just beneath the surface. It's a reminder that beauty and life often thrive in places we don't always see. If we slow down and dive in, we get to witness the magic up close.